Hello, this is Joey. I'm back again with another H2 Finance video. H2 Finance is a new DEX on Cronos zkEVM, which went live August 15th, 2024. If you're watching this, some things might not apply, but it should apply in the future. I'm going to be doing this demo from the Crypto.com DeFi app. You can also do this from a traditional browser. On the DeFi app, I'm going to go over to browser. I'm going to be showing you how to farm and add liquidity on H2 Finance. I'm going to go here. H2 Finance is right now on popular. I believe it would also be under maybe others or DeFi. It's probably in this list here somewhere. Once you get it, once you use it, you can bookmark it so it appears there. So I'll just show you how to do that. Save bookmark. And then, you can have bookmarks here. So that's a little CDC DeFi tip. All right. Last time I showed you about staking H2. So since that video for 3.8 H2, and I'm going to go over to my dashboard. I was farming yesterday, so I already have some farms here. So you can see from farming, DEXs like H2 provide liquidity farming because liquidity is needed on the DEX to enable trades. So DEX is like deep liquidity, so those trades go through with minimal slippage. So you can buy big amounts without pumping the price too bad. So they offer farming on top of liquidity. So you can see right here I have $25.87. So I could harvest my liquidity here. This is on this Crow LP farm. So I've earned 243 H2. So I'll go ahead and harvest that. So basically harvesting these rewards are an additional benefit of liquidity. The reason that is let's go take a look at some of these liquidity farms. I'm going to sort here by APR. Okay, so I'm going to take a look here. This ZK Crow H2 farm is earning 846%. Again, this is as of filming this, so this is August 16th, so these will change, obviously. They'll come down high. But I'm going to find one. See how it says staked and add liquidity? I've already been in those. So I'm going to find one like that I haven't been in. So I'll just, for this representation, I'll say that I want to farm Crow Bitcoin. One thing you want to know about before you do any liquidity farming is impermanent loss. You should still do your own research. This is not financial advice, but this is my explanation of impermanent loss to people. You could watch a 20-30 minute video on just impermanent loss. Farming is basically pairing two assets. So pairing, say, $100 of Crow and $100 of Bitcoin. When you pair that, you put that in the farm, and then the DEX can use that until you withdraw it. They give you these APRs because they are basically using your money, and you could face impermanent loss. So say you put in $200 in liquidity. You buy $100 of Crow, $100 of Bitcoin. And say Bitcoin today it's not, but for easy math, it's trading at 50,000 and Crow is trading at 10,000. So that $100 and that 50,000, it has a set number of tokens. When you put those in, if Crow stays at 10 cents and Bitcoin doubles, in your liquidity pair, it tries to basically maintain an equal amount. So $100 in value and $100 in value. So your liquidity will stay roughly $200 in value. Now, it will go up and down if they're both raising or they're both going down, but it tries to maintain equal amounts, equal ratio of what you put in. You also earn APR by the fees going into liquidity, so it will go up in time, but the APR is offered. So what impermanent loss is we put in $200, right? If Bitcoin doubles and we face impermanent loss, what will happen is if we just bought $100 in Crow and $100 in Bitcoin, we might then have $300. With liquidity, we might have 200 or 220. So what impermanent loss is that instead of having the 300, we have 220. So we have $80 in impermanent loss. So they try and offset them with nice APR. I had to explain impermanent loss, so sorry that this video is going to be much longer than the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and enable this contract. That will cost a gas fee that allows you to use the farm. Now we could stake, but we don't actually have anything to stake. So we could hit get zkCRO WBC LP. And right here it says add liquidity. Now here's the problem. I have zkCRO, but I don't have any Bitcoin. So right now, if I wanted to deposit 389, I would need 0.000572 Bitcoin. So I don't have enough Bitcoin. You can also just get liquidity by going to this pool tab and hitting add liquidity. So it's the same page, but it will default to this flawless. Right now, flawless V3 is more advanced, and also the farms are only working on V2, so you're going to go to V2. And then if we want to do the Bitcoin, we still leave this one as H2, so they're always a pair. LP means liquidity pair. We're going to go to Crow and H2, but we're going to do the Bitcoin one. So we would do Bitcoin. Again, I don't have Bitcoin, so we're going to go over here and get some Bitcoin. So what I'm going to do, just to make this a little easier, is I'm going to just grab a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm going to grab 100 Crow worth of Bitcoin, whatever that is. So it's 0.00147 Bitcoin. So I'm going to hit swap. I'm going to hit confirm. And then I'm going to hit confirm here after verifying the details like we did in the previous videos. If you were doing a pair that you wasn't with Crow, like say it was Bitcoin and ETH, I would now have to buy ETH and buy 100 Crow worth of ETH. I'm not going to do that, so actually I'm done here because I have 291 Crow left. So now I'm going to come over here to pool and go to step 1, add liquidity. I'm going to again go up here to standard V2. I'm pairing Crow with Bitcoin, so we're going to come here and hit Bitcoin. Again, when, say I hit 100% on Crow, I don't have that much Bitcoin. So normally what I do is instead of typing this in, I buy what I want. So I bought 100 Crow worth of Bitcoin, and then I hit 100 here. So you see, it takes all the Bitcoin in my wallet, and then because we bought 100, it actually right now has fluctuated a little bit, so it's asking for 100.137 Crow. So now I'm going to hit enable Bitcoin. You're going to have to do this on any coin you haven't given H2 access to. If you didn't give it access to Crow, you would enable Crow too, but I'm going to enable Bitcoin. We're going to hit confirm. That's a gas fee. The transaction confirms, and then you'll see supply will now open up. So now I'm going to go ahead and supply this. You can read all this detail. The receive, this is a Bitcoin token. You don't need to worry much about the numbers. We're going to deposit 100 Crow and the Bitcoin. Here's the current rate. 1 Crow equals that. 1 Bitcoin equals this. I'm going to get 0.00653% of the pool. That's on the whole DEX. I'm going to hit confirm supply. We have to confirm this. This is a little bit more of a gas fee, and we're going to be basically giving them the Crow and the Bitcoin temporarily. Now that's added the liquidity. So you could essentially stop here. So if we go back to this dashboard, see under farms, it's not here, but under liquidity, we have this liquidity. So right now I have, and this will change. So over time, even if you did nothing else, you could change. You could hit add liquidity and it would add more liquidity, or you could remove the liquidity. We're not going to remove it yet. I want to earn more percentage though, a higher percentage. So I'm going to go to pool and go to farm. Again, we could just come here to APR and find it again. And this time when we hit stake, oh, so sometimes it does this, no tokens to stake. So every time it does that, I close out, I close my tabs, I just go back into H2. This is now the bookmark. I'm going to come back in here and go to farm. They have a caching issue. They'll probably fix that. See, now it says you're available LP right here. So it's saying basically I have liquidity. So now I'm going to hit stake. Almost everybody always does max because you built the LP to add liquidity. So you see it's $17.51. I'm going to hit confirm. This is giving this LP to H2 Finance to use in their DEX. So now when you see staked here, you see I have zkCRO and this one. Now this one's earning rewards. So I just claimed the other one earlier on this video. So you can see I'm already up down here to 3.3 H2. So now I've provided liquidity and I'm doing farms. So on the dashboard, you can see now I have the farms here. They'll show how much you have deposited, what your average APR is, how much rewards to collect, and we're going to go back over to farms. Now, say you wanted to come in and collect your liquidity. You could go to staked, and you could go to harvest. See, nothing's there on harvest because it hasn't earned enough yet. Keep in mind, I only put $17 in, so even though it's 400%, that's over a year, so it takes a little while to earn some rewards. If you want to now remove liquidity and get your coins back or sell them, what you can do is you can hit unstake. We're going to do max. You could do half if you want to remove half and leave some and sell some. Like say you wanted to buy a different meme coin like Crow with Knife. You could say half. Unfortunately, we're not on zk yet, but you could buy us on Cronos. We're going to hit max and we're going to hit confirm. Going to hit confirm. Now you can see it's unstaked. I'm going to go to here to trade just to show you because I want people to see. I still have no Bitcoin. Where's my Bitcoin? Okay, what that means is under dashboard, it's not in the farm. So now the liquidity is back in our wallet, but it's still in the liquidity pair. So then you would have to remove the liquidity pair by hitting remove. We would hit max, and it's saying that I'm going to get back 100.1 Crow and 0.001 thing for 72. Now these rates could vary if you have impermanent loss. Because I've been doing this short, Bitcoin and Crow haven't really changed much. So I'm going to hit enable. I'm going to hit confirm. And then I'm going to hit remove. You can see that this gas does add up. So you definitely want to be doing these a few times a month. So now if I go back over to trade, now the Bitcoin's back in my wallet. I can go here. I don't want Bitcoin right now. So I'm going to hit 100. And what do you know? I lost some Crow. But that's just how it goes. So I need to, this time, enable Bitcoin. You only have to do this once, unless if you revoke it. And then I'm going to swap. So I'm going to go back into my crow position. You can see the gas does add up. That's partly why you want to farm. One thing I want to show you too is my crow is still at 189. That is because, unfortunately, when you remove your liquidity, your crow comes back as WZK crow. That stands for wrapped ZK crow. What that is in liquidity, it's not in the form of gas. So we're going to unwrap it. When we unwrap it, actually, this is a very cheap transaction. It's, well, it's usually cheaper than that, but it's half a crow. And now instead of 100 wrapped crow, I'm going to have 288. So that was a little bit longer video, but now you can see on my dashboard, I have sold that liquidity. And when I go to my profile here, you can see I don't have any Bitcoin in my wallet. That's a little bit about adding liquidity and some factors to think. Keep in mind, not financial advice, do your own research, but this is a good way right now to make some money, especially when these farms are giving away that much. All right, I'll see you in the next video.